A healthy respect is there, or I should say a respect and a healthy fear. Like, you know, Mahomes, Reed, that defense, like, I got the Ravens, but, you know, you respect what the Chiefs have done and that they're dangerous. But fear them, like in the past, they would have to go out and really put 30 to 40 points.
40 points in the polar vortex?
30 to 40. I would have to see the air game. Because if they win just the defense holds down Miami, Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, run the ball, Mahomes makes a few plays, and it's 24 to 14 or something, that's not going to make me think they're back. Mm-hmm. I need to kind of see something to make me think, oh, the receivers are catching the ball. Mahomes, they're getting downfield. Something to make me think the old Kansas City offense is there.
Yeah, well, what would make me think that they were scary again is it ends up being a shootout, and they can match Miami point for point. If the receivers can consistently not only catch the ball, but also create some offensive excitement and some production that we really haven't seen throughout the course of the year. It can't just be a function of where's Travis Kelce, throw the ball to Travis Kelce scores. Like that, that's been the formula, and to this point, really Patrick's been okay at best, but to see the Patrick that we've been so used to, and anywhere close to that level of play, starting here in the playoffs, instantly they become one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous team in the playoffs.
So they're going to get that version of Mahomes in round two, because that's what they're going to need. Round two against Buffalo in the first career road playoff game in an insane environment is going to be a Mahomes over my dead body game. That's the way they win that game. I bet there is something you didn't say, Brou, that could happen in this game to make them scary. Because here's the thing about the Chiefs in a shootout. The only shootout the Chiefs have played in 2 years is the Super Bowl. The Chiefs have only allowed 30 points in one game the last 34 times they've played, the Super Bowl. So the Chiefs getting in shootouts hasn't happened since Tyreek was there. Last year they scored a ton, but the shootouts weren't happening because the defense was good. This year they're not scoring a ton, and the defense is great. But here's what I think would happen that would make the Chiefs scary. Because in the conditions and given the state of this offense, I don't think they're going to score 30 plus. If in this game they have 0 drops and 1 awesome MVS catch.
That would be good.
I think that because drops do feel a little yipsish in that they come in bunches, they're mental, and because we're now talking about such small samples, like the numbers we're talking about, like, wow, the Chiefs wide receivers lead, it's the most drops in 10 years, 28 on the year. It's like, so we're talking about 1.5 a game is what the numbers are. And so, and they've been devastating, by the way. I'm not acting like they're not.
No, but
my point is that in the big moments, all that stuff. But that also means it's just a couple things that need to not happen for you to feel like, oh, maybe we're okay now. So I think if the Chiefs had a game.
Which is okay, but we've been waiting for those couple things to not happen over and over again. Yeah. And as much as we say, but the next week against Buffalo, that's when it's going to happen.
No, I agree with you, which is why I'm saying if that happens this week, it makes them scary. I'm not saying it's happening this week. I'm saying if this week they were to have no drops and MVS makes one big play like he did in the playoffs last year, the game-winning touchdown pass in the AFC title game, or touchdown catch, I think it makes them scary.
Sorry to interrupt, but the sirens mean it's time
for Brou's segment.
A segment so hot, my grandmother uses it to clean wounds and then takes a little swig of it herself. She's old. What are you going to do? You judge her?
I thought she passed.
My real grandma passed. My fictitious show grandma passed. It's upsetting. Put that on the Emmy reel. Coach, you are up first.
Yeah, I think it's over, Brou. I think it's over.
Really? You were singing their praises.
Wow!
I was singing their praises, and after watching that game and watching the previous month where they've lost 5 out of 6, Tampa's won 5 out of 6, and I think Baker's going to be the reason why. Yeah, he's going to wake up feeling dangerous. He's got another $250,000
another $250,000.
If he $250,000 if he wins the game. He's got 10 touchdowns and 2 picks in the last 5 games. Highest completion percentage he's had. The other good news for the Bake Show, He's got that extra day to get right, and he's got his personal, whatever, physician, massage therapist, whatever in town, doing that work. And it's just, look, I watched the Carolina game, and it wasn't like I was like, these guys are so impressive.
But they're tough, huh?
But after I watched the Philadelphia game, it was just so disappointing on so many levels. It's hard for me to see them rallying in a meaningful way.
Guys, I don't know what's going to happen
Nothing's
in the
happening.
NFL this weekend. But if Monday night Baker beats the Eagles, Tuesday will be one of the greatest shows we've ever done. I'm just letting you know right now. That is a great pick, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
star.
Just for the record, I think you should say this with base because you've been on fire.
I'ma say this with base.
As the king of upset alert.
I'ma say this with
you
base.
have just
You
been
are the
dominating.
king of upset alert.
Well, look, Dusty let me know before the show. I set a first things first record with 10 upset alert picks, 10 correct upset alert
It
picks.
might be a sports media record, Brou.
Yeah.
I mean, you were
gambling
10
record.
and 6 this year
Yeah.
in upset alerts, which is straight up underdog
Let's
winners.
dial it back a little.
No, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
It's
You're
true.
a genius, Brou.
It's-
I'm going to let you guys in on my formula.
Okay.
My recipe.
Wow.
Behind
My
the curtain.
secret sauce. Now, of course, I do my homework. I'm
Yeah.
studying the stats. All 22 is a must, of course.
Naturally. Sometimes we try to get in the room you're in there.
Yeah, I'm not. But outside of that, after I do all that, Coach, you like this. He's old school like me. It's gut, it's feel,
I need a
it's
pen.
intuition. All right,
Kinda
that's
all
what it is.
synonyms.
Yeah.
And all that said, this weekend, there will be no upsets. There will be none. There will be no upsets. I'm serious.
This is your king.
Nothing. Okay. We'll see how he's doing Monday morning.
No upsets.
There will be no upsets.
Call upset alert. What are you doing?
That's
Look,
why there's nothing in the doc.
I thought it was so hot.
Look, Dusty tried to get me to, pick this. I'm going to convince you on Houston.
Yeah, he is annoying.
Hubs tried to get me to give something.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay scares me a tad. Houston
We're good.
scares
We're
me a
good.
tad.
We're good.
The Rams a tad.
not
But
job.
there will not be an upset.
This is all right. Can I just tell
There
you
will
why?
not be an
Why?
upset.
Can I tell you what's happened here, if I may? And this is good news
Why
for
is he
you.
upset? 'Cause he
No,
don't
he's
know.
not. This is good news for you, Wilds, for next
Go.
year.
Yeah.
What?
Because last year, Wilds in the first 5 weeks of the season not only got 3 correct, they were double-digit dogs.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. And then we did that sizzle reel. He started feeling himself. And then you got scared of losing the streak. And so you got conservative, which then allowed Brou to steal the mantle. Now Brew's doing the exact same thing. He's like, 10 wins. They're making clips. They're doing this. And now he won't give a
This
pick.
will be
Sit
win
back
number
and
11.
cover two.
Watch. Watch.
Before you criticize, if you knew the pressure of being right all the time like we do,
You have
would know.
You have no idea.
What's wrong?
Absolutely no idea.
it's a lot of pressure. Okay, true story. I went to Dusty and I'm like, I don't have any upsets, but I think it's going to be a clean sweep. No, you can't.
Are you serious?
He's like, you got to be
That's how you got up.
He's like, gosh darn it, make a case for the Texans. And Dusty did this whole thing for me, so sure. I
he
said,
sent me that
I
too.
barely believe in this one. We can't both be just out here with nothing. First of all, the Browns defense.
We just can kill the segment in the future, guys.
We're not going to
No,
lie.
we are
Run
going
the
with
graphics.
what
Here's
has
why
gotten
the
us
Texans
to
can
be
win.
the
First
upset
up,
alert king.
Myles Garrett was out here dominating. We're talking about not only is he a defensive player of the year, should he possibly be in the MVP conversation? Then he gets hurt, and weeks 12 through 17, he's only got 1 sack, only 7 QB hits. Has that affected the defense as a whole? Yes. Now they're giving up 26 points a game. They used to give up 18. Rank went from 6th to 18th, and what's that, points per game, or sack percentage is way down too. And then finally, this graphic is a poster in my home. All of a sudden, I was like, all my guys up here, highest interception percentage. Got Sam Howell, Mac Jones, Zappy, and then sandwiched in between 2 great Patriots is Joe Flacco. So look, I've also had C.J.
No.
Stroud. No, I'm saying
okay.
I've had C.J. Stroud on the upset alert a few times, waiting for sort of the rookie regression, and it's not happening. He's an outlier. He is a superstar. I'm not really like he's going to be a superstar. He's already a superstar.
Like, can we get
he
to
wins.
you're doing all this stuff, but you said you don't actually believe it.
I do
Time
kind
for
of.
something. Not only do I believe, but I put my hard-earned money on Nick's picks. Last year in the playoffs, we were printing money. This regular season didn't go so great, which is why the record's not on there anymore. But clean slate, new season, 0-0. The first game I was most uneasy about, but now I'm going up against the mush over here. I feel great. Cleveland -2.5. Did you know no player in NFL history has more road playoff victories than Joe Flacco? That's a true story. Also, quarterbacks making their first start, and this will apply in a lot of these games, to players who have started playoff games before, 17-35-1 against the spread in the postseason. I don't love going up against CJ, but the better defense, Jim Schwartz, all of that, and all those Houston injuries, particularly on the edge, all laid the 2.5 with the Browns. This one, it's not the best number. You hate not taking the best number. It's open at 1.5 all the way up to 4.5. We'll take it anyway. Again, that same first quarterback start, 17-35-1 applies here. Also, Patrick Mahomes, when it's under 32 degrees, 9-4 against the spread. Tua, when it's under 40 degrees, 0-10 straight up. And Mahomes, the greatest statistical playoff quarterback ever. Next, Pittsburgh +10. Guys, the Buffalo Bills are 0-7 against the spread their last 7 times. They were favored by double digits. The total in this game is 34. So it's going to be low scoring, and I'm getting 10 points. Buffalo wins, but they do not cover. Dallas, -7. Again, that same stat. First playoff start against someone who started before. Dallas, Dak in his career, when he's favored by a lot, blows people out 30-12-1. Dallas at home, perfect conditions, blows out the Green Bay Packers. Next one, Rams. Wrong team favored. The Rams have the better coach, the better quarterback, the better defense, the better everything. The Rams beat the Lions. Listen, we're happy for the Lions that they got here. It's a nice story. The Rams are the better team. And last but not least, Coach was right. Tampa +3. Baker 2-0 against the spread in his playoff career. Philly's falling apart. Tampa's the healthier, happier team. So to recap, Cleveland wins straight up 23-20. Kansas City wins 27-10. Buffalo wins 20-13, but Pittsburgh covers. Dallas blows them out 38-24. The Rams win 31-21, and Tampa in a squeaker 24-23. The final play of the Nick Sirianni era. They're go for 2 on a tush push and don't get it, and that's how it ends. There it is. There's Tampa. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.